Now, this post is claiming that Trump officially broke Joy Reid.
Because while I will never gaslight you, I'm not going to be out here saying that you didn't see what you saw last Thursday on that debate stage. You saw it. I saw it. Everybody who frantically texted me saw it. And there are plenty of places that you can go to hear about whether and how the Democratic candidate, not the criminal candidate, should step aside. Y'all Democrats handle that. Figure it out and let me know. Because what I know is that Donald J. Trump cannot be allowed back into the White House. Full stop, period. Because Donald Trump is a dangerous, felonious wannabe autocrat who is vowing to release hundreds of violent insurrectionists from prison by pardoning them, to open internment camps on U.S. soil and round up millions of undocumented migrants to put there, and sic the Justice Department on his declared enemies. He has called for the execution of people he doesn't like, including former Joint Chiefs Chairman Mark Milley. He has admitted he wants to be a dictator, like his favorite dictators, Vladimir Putin, China's Xi Jinping, and the dictator of North Korea, Kim Jong-un. And please spare me the on day one bit. They all vow to be only a dictator on day one. Second, Project 2025 cannot be allowed to be implemented in the United States. It is straight up fascism, which would unleash the U.S.
He never endorsed Project 2025. That's the Heritage Foundation. He's Agenda 47. Go to his website, look it up.
Military on American citizens like an official death squad. Turn the federal government into the equivalent of the Chinese parliament or the Russian Duma, where you have to take a personal oath to the official party and to the president to keep your job. It would unleash a national abortion ban, using federal agencies to end access to everything from contraceptives to IVF to books and more. It means turning this country literally into Gilead from The Handmaid's Tale, except with tariff-induced 100% inflation. And if you were to combine a Trump autocracy, a fully Christian nationalist Republican Party in control of both houses of Congress, and the current Supreme Court majority, well, Katie, bar the door and unleash the devil, because we would be finished as a democracy.
She just proved to everybody why she's a hypocrite, like literally to everybody's faces by her own account. Excuse me. Because she just really sat there and said that, hey, I'm not here to try to gaslight anybody. I'm not here to try to give y'all any gaslit talking points. But what did she do? What did she proceed to do? Oh, you know what I mean? Him and Putin, people saying this, people saying that. But come on, man. Come on. He's going to be a dictator, not just on day one. Ha, 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 ha. Oh, my gosh. They said Trump done scared the wig off of her. Oh, man, I don't see how they continue to side with Biden after that debate, even if he's the Democrat nominee, up against Donald Trump. It's like, yo, come on, you watch that debate, you go, yeah, even though I ain't right. If these are two people I got to choose, I ain't rocking with your boy, Joe. It ain't happening. We definitely got to look at the comment section for this. Biden is a corrupt and dangerous person who has literally cost Americans their lives. Stop voting for Democrats. People like her need to be charged with spreading lies, making false accusations, and election interference. Congress needs to come up with a bill that puts that into law. I don't care if it's Fox News, CNN, etc. I'm tired of this. Well, Obama actually made it to where these news media outlets can lie profusely without any consequence. You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and look it up. But for sure, man, for sure, I agree. Spreading misinformation, spreading all these weak talking points for the sake of just your TDS syndrome, you know what I mean? Like, it should have some sort of consequence with that. You know what I'm saying? Especially right after she proved that she's a hypocrite, yo. Look, literally, I'm not gonna gaslight you and then gaslight y'all. The TDS is getting out of hand, man. Next, we're actually gonna watch Joy Reid. She posted a video on TikTok, it looks like, and she's just in the Biden cult. Let's just say that.
Y'all just tell me who the nominee is gonna be. Let me know when you guys are finished fighting amongst yourselves who I got to vote for in November to keep Hitler out the White House. That's all I want to know. Who I got to vote for to keep Hitler out the White House. Y'all do your thing. Play in traffic all you want in front of these Republicans, acting a fool in front of these people instead of privately declaring your stuff. But don't text me no more, because I'm not taking no more of these texts. Just let me know when you guys are finished figuring it out, Democrats, because I know y'all the freak out people. Go ahead and freak out.
Hey, how you calling the Democrats like you ain't a Democrat?
Have your conversation, and then let me know who I got to vote for to keep Hitler out the White House. That's it. I'm
That's crazy too. We'll talk about it then. I'm gonna shut up, y'all. I promise.
done. Oh, and by the way, if it's Biden in a coma, I'm gonna vote for Biden in a coma. I don't even really particularly like the guy. A lot of his policies, don't like him. He's not Donald Trump, right? Yeah. Hitler, White House. We keeping him out. Keeping Project 2025 out. That's all I care about. Up and down the ballot, from the rooter to the tutor. School board, all the way up to White House and everything in between. Governors, members of Congress. I'm just going to vote all the way down to keep these people out. The Project 2025 thing is the whole Republican Party. At this point, it's not about Biden. It is not about him.
If I'm saying anything, that's Project 2025 right there. Hey, I'm just gonna blindly do this. Who's not Trump? Just point me in their direction. All right, y'all. I lied. I just proved I'm a hypocrite, just like her, because I paused. Just like saying I wasn't.
Above me now, there's a Best Western next door. It is about keeping Donald Trump and his Project 2025 friends out of power. That's it for me, y'all. Y'all let me know what you think. And another thing. I've always got another thing. You guys do know that in 2020, y'all Democrats had choices of young people. You had a young LGBTQ guy, Mayor Pete. You had a Latino. You had Kamala Harris. You had Liz Warren. You had all these choices that were all younger than Biden, fresher and newer than Biden. And you know who y'all picked to be the president and the nominee? Joe Biden. He beat all the young people. So, yes, we have a gerontocracy problem on the Democratic side. Way too many of these oldie goldies that don't seem to want to sit down and retire. But when given the choice between the young and fresh and Joe Biden, y'all picked Joe Biden. That was what you picked. So he's in there because Democrats actually picked him in the first place. So just keep that in mind. You've been given options in the past, and this is what you picked. And nobody stepped up to choose to run against him in the primary. So once again, Democrats went out and voted and picked. If you try to undo that choice, like 57 million some odd Democrats voted in these primaries, so what are you going to do? You're going to just tell them, F off, we're going to pick somebody different that's not him, or Kamala Harris, who was on that ticket too, on those ballots?
For sure.
That's not democracy.
That is.
This choice has been made. And so again, unless he decides to walk away, this is your choice. It's like when you go to a wedding, you got chicken or fish. You can eat chicken or fish or just be hungry. Or like when I was growing up in my house, it's what mom made for dinner or go to bed. There's your choices. You don't always get choices in your love. You get what mom made for dinner or take your ass to bed. And in this case, it's either what mom made for dinner or Hitler. I'm voting for whoever ain't Hitler, and it ain't him. And I'm going all the way down that ballot, rooted to the tutor, school board, up to the White House. This is about power and about picking not Hitler. That's it. That's it. That's me. Okay, now I'm really done. Bye.
It's funny how she's over there saying that this is about power while negating the fact that she's using gaslighting, tactics in order to maintain power. Negating the fact that she's saying that regardless of who the Democrat nominee will be, whether they're evil, whether they have, charges against them, and that I can't even say what I really want to say, whether they're just horrible people, let me just put it like that, who don't want any good to come out of anything from anybody and also contribute to the hate in society. This is me giving you a kind of vague spectrum of it just because the terms that I want to use, I'm afraid that this platform might demonetize this video for that. But anyhow, you don't care what kind of history this person has, is what I'm getting at. You just care that he's not Donald Trump. And you keep trying to compare or trying to put in people's minds that Trump is Hitler. You know what I mean? Like, Trump is Hitler. Trump is Hitler. Hitler, I'm voting for anybody but Hitler. Y'all keep talking about Project 2025. He never once mentioned anything about Project 2025. Y'all panicking. You're scared. You're spooked. You know what I'm saying? I would be too if all of my lies starting to hit the forefront. All of my eggs being put in this one basket just to see this basket get blown up by Joyce. He's the one who called for the debate, but To sit here and spew this BS, man, oh my God. Somebody said that she's already broken with TDS. We definitely got to read the comments. The top cultists and unapologetic racist black supremacists, Joy and Reid having a tough time. Let's read what somebody wrote. It says, if you ask me, Hillary is already in the White House. Amen to that. Trump never tried to silence the American people. Trump never weaponized the justice system against his opponents. Never forced anyone to choose between taking the vaccine and working. Doesn't have any radicalized terrorists that have built after they burned down cities. Oh my gosh. That's right. Trump didn't try to put his political opponents in jail. You know what I'm saying? He didn't send the FBI to go speak to all of these people after they decided to expose truth. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. The way they throw around this term is gross.
Project 2025 is the GOP's version of Mein Kampf. The difference is Mein Kampf is only 700 pages. Project 2025 is 900 pages. It wants to control all of our lives, and this Supreme Court is now putting that into effect through the bench. And we live in the United States of a Supreme Court that is the greatest law firm for Donald Trump in the world. It's a law firm of Roberts, Alito, and Thomas and Associates. They delivered a win for him on the January 6th case, maybe even the New York case and the Fulton County case at the same time. So my listeners, Joy, they're worked up, they're animated, they want to go out and win. They don't want to hear about Joe Biden dropping out. They want to hear about defeating Donald Trump. That's all they want to hear.
Donald Trump does think he's king and would implement Project 2025 and would use these powers to their maximum detriment to the rest of the American people.
If Trump wins, we're doing this show in a camp somewhere. You know, that's the reality of the world we live in right now. You know, more you, Joy, than me. I'm like on the second tier of people, maybe the third tier of people they're coming for. You're way up there. I mean, that's the truth. Michael Steele, you're gone. So here, the reality is, I don't know what more to tell people. This election is not Trump versus Joe Biden. It is Trump versus democracy. It's Trump versus freedom. It's Trump versus self-determination. It's Trump versus abortion. It's Trump versus women's health care. It's Trump versus climate change. It's Trump versus gun violence and saving lives from that. It's Trump versus us having a right to decide our future, or Donald Trump and his minions in Project 2025, they deciding it.
Telling you, man, people, they gonna have to stop getting their degrees just from online people telling you what to believe. You know what I mean? Trump doesn't endorse the Heritage Foundation whatsoever. Never mentioned Project 2025 and has zero to do with Donald Trump, man. At this point, all you're seeing is a total meltdown. This is nothing but total delusion. But you know what? I'm here for it.